You can use that power too?
Pretty handy, really.
Engage EM algorithm. Maximum value. Access mother computer. Mother computer access denied.
Why? What's this racket, and now of all times? Huh?
What went flying just now?
Do I look like a ball to you?
Eggman, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? I own this company! Ha 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 ha!
What? So you're the ringleader behind this one too, Eggman?
Ringleader? What the devil are you babbling about?
Come on, cut the act. I'm talking about the global robot rampage.
You must be joking. That's been quite a headache for me as well.
Like we'll believe anything you say.
Calm down! We go way back, don't we? I'll let you in on something. Not even I know why they've gone amok, but they appear to be following a leader.
A leader? Well, I guess for now we'll buy that Eggman isn't involved.
So maybe that has nothing to do with the robots that attacked us.
Where did you get that?
So you were holding out on us, Eggman?
Spill everything you know, now!
Very well, I'll tell you. All robot activity within my facility is normally controlled by the mother computer. As the core of the Meteotech network, it was supposed to be the perfect computer. But as of a few days ago, I've been unable to control it remotely. The power unit within the mother computer is a stone identical to the one you're holding. According to my analysis, that stone can convert huge amounts of mass energy into other forms of energy and exudes a unique magnetic field.
Huh?
Shut up and listen! In any case, it appears that somehow the robot's leader also contains a stone with similar powers to the one in the mother computer.
What?
If my deductions are correct, the robot's leader is using the world's robots in an attempt to collect these strange stones from around the globe.
But why do they need the stones?
That even I don't know.
They're drawn to one another.
What?
These aren't just some rocks. They're spoken of in Babylon clan legend as... That's right! Girl, give me back the Ark of the Cosmos!
Amy's gone. Storm's not here either.
Sounds like we've got a fix on the robot leader's location. Satellite monitor on!
Amy!
Get to Amy right away. Reach the goal within 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Jet races Sonic to the core Meteotech. Will Sonic be able to uncover the source of the rampage of robots? What's cracking, people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. In the last one, I pretty much listed my complaints about Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I didn't mean to really get too negative about the game. I do enjoy it, but I just kind of felt it was important to get that out the way up front before we get into it. Now, we have a new kind of mission for Sonic Riders. If you remember in the previous game, it was pretty much either finish in third or finish in first place. We got to beat this level in a certain time limit. Aquatic Capital.
I'll do my best.
And we're playing as Tails. So yeah, so this one really isn't about finishing in first place as much as it is about being as fast as possible. And here's why. Okay, that's on me. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I did better. Oh, here's another thing. You do have your boost attacks, but now they're like actual like power ups. was leading me to another. So it does give the castles a little bit more use, all things considered, but it's just one of those things where it's like, why was this change made? But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I do sincerely enjoy Sonic Riders. The levels are honestly really fun to play. They're really fun to play and really fun to use. They're just really fun to just go around, but it's just, if you had a little bit more freedom to use, the freedom to like mess around with them, I feel like you'd probably get a lot more enjoyment out of them. The gravity dive can catch up here. Yeah, I mean, if you run out of gravity dive right there, you pretty much just deal with that. But yeah, another thing I do, but I do enjoy like the aesthetic. I enjoy some of the ideas. I think they had something going, but there was just, in my opinion, I think they overdid it with the ease of access. I think that was fun, and the fact that they had to make use of the Wii's motion controls, because I guarantee you, the moment they put it on the Wii, Nintendo pretty much mandated, hey, you use motion controls. Like, okay, whatever. So there you go. Another thing that I feel I need to kind of bring up with regards to Zero Gravity is that okay, as a shortcut, I'm probably gonna fail this because this mission can be kind of tricky. But another thing I feel I need to bring up with regards to Zero Gravity is that there are other shortcuts in the game beyond just the character-specific ones. But they're not the kind of shortcuts I particularly care for. Maybe ask yourself, what kind of shortcuts are those? Well, basically they're the Mario Kart variety of shortcuts. You can only use them if you happen to have a specific power-up at the time you're going by them. And unlike Mario Kart, which lets you save power-ups to be used later, Sonic Riders, when you get a power-up, it uses it immediately. You might have seen in a couple of levels triple red springs that you can bounce off of. Here's the thing: you cannot bounce off them normally. You have to what's the word? You have to have the speed shoes upgrade in order to bounce off of them, and it is just it's just clunky. But where they are going to grab that power up and get a shortcut. It is not a shortcut that rewards you based on skill like Sonic Riders and like Jack X. It is a shortcut that rewards you for being lucky. And I just don't jive with that. But as far as my complaints go, that's the last of them. From here on out, we're just going to talk about the good that Sonic Riders does and why it is I think you should, well, I won't say that you should pick it up, but if you happen to see it in stores and you have a couple dollars to buy it with, just go ahead and grab it.
Amy!
It took you long enough. What happened here? Don't ask me. First it comes flying at me full tilt and then it just blows up.
It blew up?
Wait, does that mean...
What is it, Tails?
Sorry, I need to think it through a little more first.
Hey, where's that meathead store?
He grabbed something out of this robot and hightailed it out of here.
So does this mean the rampaging robots will all cool it?
I don't think it's that simple. If Eggman started all this by putting that stone in his mother computer, I don't think it'll stop until we remove it.
So where is that?
Wait, I remember Storm saying something weird about the thing he took from that robot matching something they found someplace else. Well, oh, where was it he said? Giga, something like that. Wait, Gigan!
The Gigan rocks.
Right, what you said.
You know it, Knuckles?
It's a pretty famous ruin among us treasure hunters. A legend about shooting stars tells of some star shards sealed there that can grant your wishes.
Shooting stars! Sonic, let's head to the Gigan Rocks right away! We might find a clue about these stones.
Leave the directions to me. But they say the star shard is in a sacred chalice deep in the ruins, and getting there ain't easy. Nobody's made it back alive yet. We'll be risking our necks.
Yeah! Don't worry, that's nothing new.
Get the sacred chalice. What is the Ark of the Cosmos that Jet seeks? Sonic is chased by the leader of the robots, but Storm is the one with the stone. In rocks. So yeah, now we got pretty much all the negative stuff out the way that I want to talk about for Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Let's just get to the positives. I mentioned earlier that I liked that they make it to where you have to work for like upgrades. You still get your classic speed boosts and whatnot, but you also have to work for your not what I'm meant to do. But you also have to work for your special skills. You can't just use them right off the bat. While I can take it or leave it, I do understand the reason why they did it, just to kind of give the rings and the upgrade potential more use. I perfectly understand that, and I do accept it. I think there's just a better way to go about doing it, rather than just removing your boost. Here we go. Get our motorcycle. Oh, my bad. Hey, wrong button again. Sorry, I'm coming fresh off the Sonic Riders for this one. But yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy the gear trains. I enjoy that there is a lot more unique variety to the gears now, instead of just every now and then you get either you have a board or roller hover skates or a bike, which, you know, we had in Zero Gravity, in the original. I didn't show it off because, well, there's no real need inside the main story to show it off. But a bonus video I did. But I completely skipped it. Doesn't really matter. I'm still doing all right. But yeah, no, I do appreciate the making use of the rings, making use of the upgrade potential, and just making the race more dynamic. And the levels, while they are open and bare, that is, I will admit, a problem with regards to the races. I feel like if you play this online with multiple people, that emptiness stops being a problem. That's me personally. Ooh, there's an example of a power down. You can't really see the screen that well. So yeah, see there, I jumped at the wrong moment. So yeah. But yeah, I feel like if you have like 8 players of racing, that emptiness probably doesn't become a problem anymore. And the race is much more enjoyable because it's a multiplayer race. Is a multiplayer game, it's a multiplayer set by design. So you should have more people playing the game with you, just to get the most out of it. And as far as like the main story, well, it's pretty much what you've come to expect for Sonic Riders. It's nothing deep or interesting, it's nothing groundbreaking. But it's serviceable for what it is. It doesn't pretend to be anything more than just your bare bones racing story with a twist. Just that this time there's, you know, a little bit more at stake and a bit more of a mystery behind what's going on. The humor is still there. The humor is definitely still there. And the aesthetic is still, for the most part, intact. I'll admit it's a little bit washed out on the Wii for some reason. I think that's because the Wii wasn't an HD console. And the other consoles had HD capabilities. Even the original Xbox that I played Sonic Riders on had the capability to play 1080p games, 1080p graphics on it. Not a lot of people know about that. You have to go into the settings to figure that one out.
Was there an earthquake in here?
It's gone!
What's wrong, Knuckles?
The legends say the Star Shard is supposed to be in this chalice. Did it roll off somewhere in the quake?
Hey, Tails, what's up with this painting?
The Divine Wings. Divine Wings? Yes, the legendary bird that the gods rode through the heavens. Knuckles, see if you can read this inscription.
The Divine Wings, straddler of stars, lose their plumes to the dark and fall to the ground. The plumes become as stars returning to this land. We, the children of Babylon...
Babylon?
What connection do they have with these stones?
We still don't know that. But could the stones those robots are after be the plumes written about here? The Divine Wings, straddler of stars. Could they be power units used to operate some starship?
So this Divine Wings thing is...
Right. Babylon Guardian.
Jet! Eggman!
Knuckles, what does the rest of the inscription say?
Huh? Oh, right. We, the children of Babylon, seal one star here and another within the Great Scar, formed in heaven's fall, until the time of the Divine Wings rising.
The Great Scar?
Wait, there's more. The Great Scar, lying in the east among earth stained red by the dawn's light.
Eggman and Jet were headed east. The Great Scar must be the crater formed when the meteorite struck ground. That must be where Eggman found the plume.
Which means the mother computer...
Is probably waiting there too.
All right, time to go catch up! Huh?
Ha! Took you long enough.
Where's Eggman?
They call it the Crimson Tower. It's Meteotech's signal tower. Commands sent out here relay through facilities across the world to control the robots. In other words, you're looking at Meteotech's brain.
That think Eggman nabbed the arcs of the cosmos we've gotten and ran in there.
What's he after this time?
He's probably planning to use the stone's power to issue an order to all the world's robots from this tower. Sooner or later, he was planning to set the robots rampaging.
That was probably his reason for forming Meteotech in the first place.
The Eggman Land project again, huh? He never gives up, does he? Well, looks like we gotta storm the place.
Hold on, huh? You think I was just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs? Sonic the Hedgehog.
I follow you. Sorry to keep you waiting.
First one to nab Anchor gets all of the Arcs of the Cosmos. And the title of fastest creature in the universe.
Huh, sounds like fun to me.
Let's get started.
Defeat Jet in the Crimson Tower race. The mural in the depths of the ruins refers to divine wings, but why does the stone monument have the name Babylon inscribed upon it? So yeah, you're probably starting to figure out one of the things that I don't like about the story. And, you know, we'll get more into that later. But one thing I do want to bring up with regards to Sonic Riders, and this is just in terms of detail, that is that if you pay attention to each of the characters that you play as, every single one of them, you can see an man, I barely missed the timing on that. You can see an Arc of the Cosmos or a gravity ring, as I call it, on their person. It's not just a thing that they do. Like, you see how Sonic's wearing his right arm? Well, if you were paying attention during the Knuckles race, while fighting as Knuckles had his on his ankle. Oh, just barely. Yeah, Knuckles wore his on his ankle. And every single character has a different colored ring on a certain part of their body, a certain limb, certain finger. It really doesn't matter. They just have it there. And I do appreciate that attention to detail. You know, I'll say what I will about Riders and some of its questionable design choices, but you know, for all intents and purposes, it's still that Sonic team polish that I've come to expect from the series. High amounts of detail with some flaws here and there that, you know, I can take or leave. Here we go. And, you know, once again, what's the one here? The tracks are still memorable and creative. It still has the same problem that the original Sonic Riders has, and that is the lack of tracks. You're going to see after we get them the Babylon playthrough, but the tracks that we race through are the only tracks in the game. That was one thing that was... Okay, come on, I messed that up. I can still claw this back. Because, you know, the AI is not really that tough for zero gravity. It's actually a lot easier than it was in the original Sonic Riders. Like, way easier than it was in the original Sonic Riders. Okay, I don't know how they really land that properly. You just kind of have to deal with it. So yeah, but no, I mean the story itself is competently written, even if the implications and starting to hint at are a little bit much for my liking. You know, like the Arc of Cosmos being power units for a starship. Yeah, you're probably putting the hits together pretty fast right now. Here we are. It's not a quad back. Just gotta be a competent racer. I've never gotten that 100 castle, and I don't really have any plans to. Here we go. Oh, by the way, there's something you can do where you can just kind of stick yourself to a wall if you know where to do it. Let you bypass certain areas. There you go. We win. And that brings the Sonic portion of our story to an end.
So this is the master unit.
System error detected. All commands cancelled.
My Eggman Land plans are in ruins after all these years.
Deal with it, Eggman. You're through. Huh?
A trap! What have you done, Eggman?
Babylon Garden.
The resonance from all 5 power units must have called it down.
Then the legends were right.
Here.
Hey, we haven't settled anything yet. Turning tail and running away, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Running away? Who do you think I am? I'll be waiting. See you at the World Grand Prix.
And that brings our story to an end with the wonderful song Ungraftify playing in the background. This is actually one of my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog songs. Well, songs in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. I listen to it in my car every freaking day. Well, not every day, but pretty much I listen to it every time it comes on my radio, on my iPod. I just enjoy listening to it a lot. The production quality in Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I don't call it Zero Gravity. I don't know why I keep calling that, but that's the freaking title. The production quality in Zero Gravity is definitely a step up from the original Sonic Riders. There's a lot more character movement, a lot more detail in the cutscenes, a lot more effort put into the writing. And by effort, I mean they wanted to up the stakes. And I appreciate that. It's just that, as I've mentioned earlier, there are issues with regards to with regards to how they went about doing the gameplay. It's serviceable. If this is, ironically enough, Zero Gravity is a fantastic introduction to the original Sonic Riders. You will have to adjust to how the drift works, but it's a good introduction to the feel of the series while still being a nice evolution of what came before. The characters are still on point. They're not caricatures of what they're meant to represent. They are characters with quirks and personality traits that seem organic and real, not just written to be a joke. Aside from Amy. Amy still has this problem that has a Sonic obsession problem that I honestly wish they would kind of grow her out of. Now, thankfully, and it's kind of weird, right? Riders in Zero Gravity, I would argue, are the better depictions of her character, at least with this era of Sonic. I don't know much about Boom, because I think that was going to be a soft reboot for the series, and I know that in the comics they kind of worked her character around a bit more. But here they kind of toned back the obsessed crush angle a little bit. Even in the original Riders, yeah, she kind of flirted a bit, but it wasn't like her entire character. It's like, here's a small moment of her doing it, but she still kind of exists within the world a little bit. You have a little bit more active agency, if anything else. Zero Gravity, same thing. We see a bit of her kind of flirting with Sonic in like the first 5 seconds of her appearance, but after that, it's straight to the story. It's just straight to the story. It doesn't overstay its welcome. So yeah, I mean, on the whole, Riders is a competent sequel. Zero Gravity is a competent sequel to Riders, but it still falls short in several aspects that I feel holds it back from being a truly great sequel. Once again, the choice to remove Boost and Drift and make them a little bit more floaty was, in my opinion, needless. Changing the gears to where you could have it swap from gear to gear, or swap from appearance and stuff and other things, good idea. The new tracks are amazing, but there just aren't many of them again. And the stylized noise to show where all of every character's like gravity of power is is on their person, great. But we'll get more into that next time with the Babylon story. I've been Anansi, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you later.